Hello, we are the Team 4 librarians, and we are coming here to report on our Sprint 1 progress. But first and foremost, we wanted to introduce ourselves. So, my name is Jack,
I'm Evan.
I'm Zoe.
My name's TC.
And I'm Don.
and our aim is to provide our client, the local public library, with an architecture to manage a needs list. First, we're going to start off with the user stories we completed during the sprint.
First, we want to be able to create a new need, which will add a book that has a title, it can have a description, a type, and it will be assigned an ID. And we want to add that to our needs cupboard. Then we want to be able to access that need and update it if we ever want to change any of the information that's related to that need. And then we also will want to be able to delete a need. And we can do that by specifying the ID, and that will remove the need from our needs cupboard.
And then we're going to want to get a single need, and when we do this, we're wanting to access a single need just by its ID and get the entire cupboard. We just want to access all of the books that are currently in our cupboard. And then we also want to be able to search for individual needs by specifying parts of their title.
So now we're going to show our commands in action. Evan, I'll pass it to you.
The first command gets the entire cupboard, which returns an empty cupboard since there's nothing in it.
As you can see here. The second command searches for a need with an ID that does not exist. And as you can see, it responds back with a status code of 404, which means that it was not found.
And then we're going to add a book into our cupboard, and we're going to be specifying the title, Lord of the Rings, a description, which is the book by J.R.R. Tolkien, the type is book, and we also are specifying the quantity and cost, and it returns with a successful response.
After that, we add a second book. This time it's Gone with the Wind. The description is a book by Margaret Mitchell. Its type is book. The quantity for this is 3, and its cost is 12.
After that, we're running the command to show the entire cupboard. And this will display to the user every need that's currently inside of the needs list. Here you can see the 2 books we just added.
The next command updates and returns the successful update.
Now we're going to be updating a book with an ID that does not exist to show that the server responds back with an error of 404, which is not found.
And then we're just going to be getting the first need that we added to our cupboard, and it'll return that.
After this, we want to delete a need. So in this case, we're going to delete the book with ID 2, and it will no longer be in the cupboard because it returns the OK code.
But here we see what happens when we try to delete a need that doesn't exist with an ID of 99. It can't do that, so it returns with an error code.
The next command gets the full cupboard and returns the updated cupboard.
We're then running a search for not, which searches the cupboard for the string not and returns the book Not Lord of the Rings, which would be the expected result of the search.
And then we're going to try and search for a book that contains the word Mississippi, and because none of the books in our cupboard have that, it's going to return with an empty list.
And that accomplishes all of our user stories for Sprint 1. Thank you for your interest in our team, and we look forward to seeing you in Sprint 2.